Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Kate here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Wild Horse Islands. And now specifically, we're going to be looking at 5 events coming up, which is basically the updates. We have a clue on what the updates will be after the holiday event ends. And we also do have some sneak peeks of these next upcoming events that I will be showing in today's video and also talking about and giving you guys information. So stick tuned in today's video if you guys want to see these sneak peeks and also what they are for and all the information you basically. But if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. We're so close to 14,000 subscribers, and it also helps you notify when I post another video. So if you guys want to see upcoming videos from my channel, then you can do that. Also do make sure to like the video as well. Let's see if we can get this to maybe 250 likes if possible. And also make sure to go to social medias down below like Twitter, Discord, and all that stuff like that, as I will be hosting events in like the Discord and Twitter. I'll be just basically showing you guys the sneak peeks for some games without having to make a whole video about it. So there will be stuff there as well. So if you guys want to see that, that's in the description. But with that said, let's go ahead and get right. So as we have in the Discord, it actually shows us the next 5 updates after the holiday event. So the very first one is actually landing on January 13th at 5 o'clock p.m. I'm pretty sure. Now it might change. I don't know exactly, but this is what it's saying for me. And also my time is EST. So if you're wondering what time zone it is, that's the time zone. I'm pretty sure. The winter holiday event will end, and we also get the Frisian remodel, which is very exciting to hear. So basically we'll have the holiday event end on January 13th, and we'll have a remodel of one of the horses. That is very exciting to hear. We also have on Friday, January 27th, which will also land on 5 p.m. EST, we have horse personalities, which is something I'll be talking a lot about in today's video as well, showing a lot of leaks for that one, since we have quite a bit of those. So the next update will be on Friday, February 10th at 5 p.m. EST. This is when the Valentine's event will begin. Just like any other event, you'll be able to obtain Valentine themed horses, dyes, and accessories. We don't have really anything about the Valentine event just yet, as that is kind of far ahead, and we still have 2 updates ahead of that one as well. So I'm thinking we'll get something about that after the last update before that one. But anyway, on the next update, we're going to have on Friday, February 24th at 5 p.m. EST. This is when the event will end, and we'll get an avatar editor. Basically, you'll be able to edit your own avatars in the game without having to worry about, buying certain things to actually look different in the game, which is pretty unique. And of course, the last one will be on Friday, March 17th at 5 p.m. EST. This will be the training island. So we're going to actually have a training island where you can actually train your horse's stats and unlock abilities to do various activities on Training Island. So instead of having to worry about going to that trailer and keep buying this training to make them fully trained, this is going to be the ability to actually have it so you can train them yourselves and not have to cost any money to actually train them, which I'm actually excited for, because that's something you can do in the game, and it will take a lot of time if you have a lot of horses and you want to train all of them. I'm very excited for that one, and that's probably the biggest one out of all of them, as it's actually the last one too, and we'll get a whole new island with that, so that is pretty exciting. So Trick did say after the holiday event they were actually originally planning to remodel the Clydesdale. However, they had a new Frisian model for the Valentine's event, so they decided to do the Frisian first. They would do the Clydesdale next. The date is to be determined, so they do not know when the Clydesdale will be next for the remodel. It'll probably be after those other events or during one of those events. They might add it into that, but the Clydesdale is the next one to expect the remodel, so Frisian's first and the Clydesdale's next, which is pretty exciting. So we will be having weather added as well. This is actually going to be released with the Frisian model on January 13th. It will include the following weather types, which is clear, partly cloudy, overcast, raining, snowing, thunderstorms, and the different islands will determine on what the weather is. So it rains infrequently on mainland, but very often on jungle land. So it's pretty cool that it will be different weathers and it will be different times for different islands, kind of making it more unique. I'm very excited for this, as it's something that's small, but it's also kind of big in a way, and it's going to be in the next update, so that is pretty exciting to hear that this is going to be something in the next The next thing is actually leading horses. Now this is something a lot of people have been wanting for a long time, where you can actually walk beside them and lead the horse without having to ride them, which is something I was excited for as well. They said leading will finally be added along with the personality horses update, which is actually the update after the Frisian remodel, so that's the second update that was mentioned. This has been requested for a long time, and you will only have a halter or bridle will be required to lead your horse, no new items. So you will only need a halter or bridle to lead your horse, and you can also have stuff on the back like a saddle or something. Doesn't really matter, there's no new items, it would just be something new that's pretty cool. So more about the leading, I'm going to be showing a video on screen. You'll be able to actually control the canter, trot, and walk. So basically, instead of trotting everywhere, you can actually control if you want to canter with the horse, walk with the horse, or trot. Now this is for roleplay purposes mainly. This is not really for anything else, but it's also, you know, something that's extra that you could do. I'm really glad that they actually have this, so if you want to like halter around something and you don't want it trotting and you want just walking, you can do that, which is pretty cool and unique to this leading thing. Another thing that's probably not going to be official just yet, but is something that they've actually mentioned, is double riding on your horse. So this is basically where you have a passenger on your back of your horse, and this would be like invite only. So they'd be able to have 2 people on the back of your horse. Now this is something that's not official, but they put this in polls, and a lot of people want this. There's actually 3,000 people who liked up on this poll, so it's probably going to be something in the near future, but we have no official thoughts about that right now, as we just kind of have this in the polls. So I just want to mention that, so if something in the future does happen, you already are aware that it might have that. Another big thing I'm actually very excited for is agility. This is something that's going to be added. I don't know exactly when. I'm going to say around the personalities update for the horses, as I'm thinking this would be more in the personalities kind of thing than anything else. This is obviously a personality, but this is something that they might add in that update. Basically, this stat would determine how responsive your horse steering is. For example, if your horse is at 0 to 100 agility, they will steer very slow, but if they have 100 to 100 agility, they will steer very quickly. If added, bridles and halters will improve agility boost instead of stamina boost. We will add agility 3-way toggle that will choose to turn slower, just how the 3-way jumping toggle works for jump height, which is actually pretty cool. And agility would be trainable just like the speed, strength, and stamina, and at 50 to 100 agility, your horse would perform as it does now. You would only notice slowing steering if you had low agility. Agility would not be replaced any existing stats, it would just be added on. So that is pretty cool that agility is going to be a thing, and it's going to open up a lot of opportunities like barrel racing, for example. It will be much easier to barrel race because you have better agility. I'm very excited for this one though. For some reason, I don't know exactly why, it's just like agility, but I think it's pretty cool. Now moving back to the weather, they actually said the game will have a realistic moon phase cycle, which includes all 8 phases of the moon and even the additional blood moon, harvest moon, and eclipse nights. You can view detailed information about the island's current time and weather, as well as the current moon phase, by clicking on the time weather icon at the bottom left. So in this photo that I'm showing you here, you can actually see where the weather is going to be, and then you can also see what it says on there for the description. It's saying it's a stormy night on Forest Island, and the current moon phase for tonight is waxing gibbous phase, which is pretty cool. Now I'm not exactly sure what the blood moon and harvest moon and eclipse night's gonna be. Now I know that's gonna be something special, so I'm gonna say blood moon's gonna have maybe like some rare horses, harvest moon's gonna have a lot of rare items that you could harvest on the islands open, and eclipse nights would probably just, I don't exactly know what they could do, but I'm thinking that those certain moons and nights will actually have awards with them, like extra rare horses or extra rare resources. It all depends basically on what they plan to do with it, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be something special about those nights. And the last thing I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video is they are actually focusing on making each and every horse more unique with their personalities and training in the near future. They will also be adding a way to view your horse in great detail. Soon you'll be able to view your horse and possibly other horses, people's other horses, shop horses, in a way similar to this. You'll be able to preview the animations, rotate them around, view their stats, and in-depth description of their breed. You will also be able to edit their tack if you own them, and much more in the new inspect menu. Here's a super early example of how it works, and you've probably seen the video about 1,000 times while I've been saying this, but it's pretty cool how you can actually view this horse in more detail like that. And they said in the future possibly also other people's horses and the shop horses, which is actually pretty cool. And it's also a good way to help with like the breeders who like to breed out the collectibles with the shop horses or something like that, so they can see a more in-depth of these horses before they decide to buy or trade for them. I think this is a pretty unique thing. That's all we have for the leaks, but that's the most leaks they've actually put out in a while. They haven't really done much of this, so I decided to take my chance and just make a video on it because, you know, a lot of people need to hear about it. I'm very excited for the next 5 updates and all the stuff that will be coming. I am definitely excited for the personalities update, as that sounds very cool. The Frisian model is also pretty cool. We haven't seen the Frisian model just yet, and they probably won't show it until the update's out, so then we can kind of get a surprise of what's gonna look like. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys are new, again, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, do like as well, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!